Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday to the Friday few. Hooty hoo! I told you I was going to do it. Good morning, everyone. I am Britt. This is my channel, Brittwriterly. It is a book and an author tube. It really is. I know you may not believe that if you're like, but all you ever do is lives this year. But in previous years, I have done lots of other kinds of content. Right now, this is the year of lives. And honestly, next year might be as well. We don't know. We don't know. But it is the book and author tube. I talk about literature. I talk about my writing journey, all the different things. It all happens. So it mostly happens on the lives. So don't miss it. If you are watching on the replay, thank you. Make sure you smash that like button. Good morning, Pat. Hooty woo! Good morning, Elizabeth, Vina, hello. Okay, I have this thing I need to read. Did my honesty combos used to be live? Did they used to be live? I don't remember. I don't think honesty was ever live. My honesty, like writing journeys? Is that what you're talking about? Because those were videos. Oh, my word. Your girl got up at like 5:30 this morning. Not like 5:30, it was 5:30. Had an 8 o'clock meeting. So, I need to do them again, but like maybe doing them live would make it easier to do. Possibly, very possibly. I'll think about it because definitely in the new year, I will be needing to do just more online content in general. I'm trying to do better at doing like reels and stuff on Instagram because I need to like get back into a consistency to get my viewership up for when I start like marketing. So marketing for books and stuff. So I know, Vina. I know. I've been keeping it on the hush because I'm like, oh my gosh, like I don't want to say anything till I'm ready to do. I'm just like, but that's not what they were. Like I would talk about things that were in longer process and blah 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 blah. So yeah, I agree with you. I need to go back. I am gonna try to record a video today. Now, will it happen? The truth is, we don't know. We don't know. But I'm going to try to record something today. The thing is, I'm really bad at remembering what all I have read. I think I just need to get into the habit of writing down just the titles of the books I'm reading, even because even that would help me to remember the titles because I go through so many books a week that it's just hard for me to actually like remember when I'm trying to sit down and do like, oh, here's what I've been reading lately. It's like, I have read a lot. I no longer remember it. So I need to get better at just like recording what I'm reading. But anyway, look who joined. Hooty hoo. Hey.
My bad. My bad. I was
It's
like, oh,
okay.
snap, I'm running late. Let me hop on over here. My bad. I was doing stuff around the house, trying to get my house in order and whatnot.
I know how that is.
Yeah, my kitchen was a hot mess. Trying to
Yeah,
get it together.
that trash needs to go out this morning. I was like, as soon as that sun come out.
Man, and the sun is like barely out here. Like I still got the lamp on because it's trying to be
Mm-hmm.
all dark and dismal today. And I'm like, why? Why
Yeah, it
y'all want
was
to
a
be
dark and
like
stormy night.
this? Yeah, I don't understand. And I still don't got everything worked out to where I can use Libby, but I can use Script on my iPad. So Monsters probably ain't gonna get read today. It's not on Script, so I'm like, well, let me, because I can wash dishes and listen to the audio, so
Mm-hmm.
I can still get stuff done. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm on Murder in the Family, the second book in our like puzzle book reading that I'm doing with.
Were you tearing stuff out?
No, no, that's the third book. That's the one for
Okay.
next
I
week.
was like, ooh, stressful.
Yeah, so no. So yeah, because I'd have to pay attention. I couldn't wash dishes and do that one. Not
No.
at all. So yeah,
And be like, wow, you're a good one, because I wouldn't be doing anything while I'm doing that.
no, Murder in the Family. So that's the one I'm gonna be reading today because I was trying to do Monstrous, but
Circumstances were such that.
yeah.
Well, there you go.
It's definitely a struggle read.
Mercy. It's all
That's
right.
what I need. Mercy. I need mercy to get through it. Have mercy
Amen.
on me. Oh Lord.
There you go. Oh my gosh. Okay. So today I am reading Professional Development today. So
Wait,
we're
did
gonna
you
be
finish that other book?
what other book?
The marriage one that you said wanted to be the golden couple, but it wasn't.
Oh, I did. I did. And it was sort of what I thought it was. Of like, I don't think that. Do you want the spoiler?
You was gonna give me the spoiler anyway, so go
No,
ahead.
I was not. Y'all see how she do me? She always act like I'm just gonna spoil it anyway. Hey, cool gamer. I was not gonna spoil. That's why I asked you. Do you
I think you were
want the?
asking for the benefit of the people on the stream because I figured after we got off, he was gonna spoil it for me no
No,
matter
I
what.
was not. I'm asking everybody. Do y'all want to know what happened in this book in totality,
I
or
just
do
want to
you
know,
just?
was she like completely the unreliable narrator? Like, is it because remember we are like, maybe
Yes,
he's just gonna bring this all the way around and da da da, or did she bring
yeah.
it back around, or did she not?
I mean, she wasn't delusional.
Okay.
She wasn't delusional. Um, but I mean, honestly, every first person narrator is unreliable because they don't know what's going on. All we know is that you believe what you're saying. You're not trying to trick me, but that doesn't mean that you're right.
Mm-hmm.
So she was the usual kind of unreliable, but she wasn't significantly unreliable, i.e., Delulu. So if y'all don't want to know anything else, I won't say. I won't say. You don't want to know? You with the purple hair.
Huh?
You don't want to know?
I'm mildly curious.
I won't tell you then.
I just don't think you can satisfy my curiosity without spoiling it, and I don't want to do that to you. So,
Do it to me. I've already read it.
right, but it seems like you're trying really hard not to give any spoilers. Like
I'm not. That's why I keep asking, do you want spoilers? Because if you don't care, then I'll tell you. But if you don't want spoilers, then I won't.
I don't think you be listening to me, Britt. I've been stopped caring about spoilers because of our friendship. Spoilers don't bother me. I stopped caring about spoilers a long time ago. They don't make me feel no type of way. I be knowing the whole story and still read stuff that you told me. Like I've been remember I knew about the golden couple and still went and read it.
Oh, I told you everything?
And now you told me enough that I told you what I thought was gonna happen and I still read it and you was like, huh, that's interesting.
Venus said, I don't have the memory to be bothered by spoilers. um, wow. Okay, sure. So what happened was, since I want to know.
Exactly. I was like, she's like, you don't want to know? You really don't want to know?
I wasn't hearing an answer to my question. For all I know, the answer could have been, no, I don't want to know. In which case, I'm mum. If you don't want to know, I'm mum. But if you do, here's what happened. So here's what happened. Hey, Salter. Long time no see. Well, I saw you in the last one, but since before then, long time no see. Now you're back. Better than ever. What's going on up here? This is Bellamy, y'all. She's new here. I'm trying to figure out how she get down and around in the world. We're still figuring out
Now
our
that's a
relationship.
name. Nah, it's a
Bellamy?
name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Only Bellamy I know is Bill, so that being a first name is not. And him
Oh
and Leon had
my.
the 90s in a nice little chocolate chokehold.
So what happened was she thought that she saw her husband kill somebody. And so she was like, I buried the body for you. Like, you never even knew all these different things, da 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 da. But when I suspected that maybe he didn't do it like she thought he did, because whenever she said, why are like the police were coming after him for this murder because he cheated on her. She buried the body. She buried was of a girl of a girl who was on who was interning at his campaign office. He had an affair with her. She got pregnant. He tried to get her to get an abortion, and then even after she got it, she still wanted a relationship with him, so he killed her. That's what the wife thinks happens. So she saw him kill her. He ran over her and then just kept going. And so she had followed the girl because she was like, "Oh, yeah, we're running away together." Da, 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 da. She follows him. He lets the girl out the car in the woods. He starts driving away. She runs back out into the street, and he doesn't stop. He just hits her and keeps going. And so the wife is like, "Oh my gosh!" So she buries the body. And it's like I drove this girl to get the abortion. I said I was gonna forgive him. I'm gonna forgive him, which I'm like forgiving. Hey KJ, forgiving for infidelity and forgiving for a murder are two different things, but okay. So then that happened before the book. In the book, she finds this pair of blue lace panties in his pocket. And that's when I was like, guys don't even cheat well. Why you got these panties in the pocket and then you just leave your pants in the middle of the room? Who's going to clean that up? Obviously, you think I'm going to, but even if you think I'm not going to, what if I trip over them and pick them up and the pants fall? It's just stupidness. So she's like, he's cheating on me again. I'm not going for it this time. So she goes and digs up the body. So the police realize the connection between the girl and her husband. They come asking him, all these questions. And he's like, I thought she was back in Texas. Da, 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 da. I'm in it, blah, blah. So when the police are gone and she's like, what are we going to do? Playing both sides because she didn't want to unearth the body. And she's just trying to see him sweat. He's getting more pissed than anything else, though. And she's the one sweating because the police are also looking at her like, your husband cheating on you is also a motive for you to kill the girl. So she's like, okay, what are we going to do? And he's like, we're just going to let them, like, it's going to end up with them saying that I didn't do it. So, whatever, I didn't do it. And she was like, husbando, it's me. You can tell me the truth. And he just, whenever she says that or says, you know who you're talking to, right? He'll just be like, yes, I know who I'm talking to. Yes, I'm serious. Okay. So whenever he would look at her weird, I was like, maybe he really didn't kill her. Because why? Because why is he like he doesn't know that she knows, and she has never told him that she knows. But I'm just like, if nothing else, don't you want to ask her why she keep making these insinuating comments? So from there, I was like, I'm not
If
sure.
she do know and she wearing a wire, why am I gonna confess to something that don't nobody else supposed to know? I'm gonna just act like I don't know what you're talking about.
And that's what he did.
Right. I'm gonna just.
So she didn't say anything either. So me as the reader, though, I'm like, are we all on the same page? Are we all in the same book? So anyway, it's giving Severus Snape walking into the room, open your books to page 300, 490, 89, whatever. So I'm just like, okay, I'm not sure we're on the same class, textbook, or experience, but we're moving. So it turns out at the end, it was his daughter. His daughter is the one that killed the girl because she was trying to figure out how to get money out of her dad because she was mad that her dad left her mom for the new wife. And so the money that they're supposed to pay to get the girl extorted them $500,000 for her to get this abortion. She never got it. and they never paid her because she died. The wife is thinking he never paid her because he killed her. Turns out at the end, the husband is like, I know the money never left our account. And you never mentioned it, so I thought you had done something to her. And I didn't want to know because I know I put you in that position. So I was just determined to love you all my life long and for us to just move on. And so they kind of each thought that the other had done something. So whenever she was like, who you're talking to, right? He was like, a murderer? I don't know. What's the answer to the question? So and it was the daughter that put the panties in his pocket, and the panties belong to her best friend, and so she starts cutting these people out of her life, and the daughter is racked with guilt because she ran over the girl accidentally. She knew the girl. They like met in this like chat room. Then when the girl came to DC, they ended up linking up, and the girl was like, she lost her job and was down on money, and she was like, what we should do? We should get some money out of my pappy. So because the husband kept saying, I only slept with her once. And the woman was like, Mike, good and ding dang well, you was sleeping with that girl all summer. She had no proof of this. She just was like, I don't believe it was just one time. I don't believe that. And then his secretary was like, I knew what was going on the whole time, all summer. It disgusted me. I just didn't want to tell you. Coming to find out later, the secretary didn't know anything. But when the wife came to her and was like, "Is my husband screwing anyone?" The secretary, who prides herself on knowing everything, didn't want to seem like she didn't know. So she made it up because she thought that's what the wife was saying had happened, as opposed to really asking to know because she didn't. And so it's a whole bunch of confusion and misdirection. So now she thinks that she's been told by the secretary that he was sleeping with her all summer, the girl who's dead. And now she thinks that he's cheating on her with her best friend, and that her best friend put up all these very slanderous flyers. Turns out the daughter got close to the best friend to halfway to like agitate the wife because she hates the wife and is very mean to her. So she's like, I like your best friend, but I hate you. And so got in with the best friend, was able to go around in her house, stash these flyers that the wife is like a trick or whatever, she's a murderer, blah 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 blah. And then tore off a note that was like, I got your back, I'm in your corner, love you. So that's like, we see that note at the very beginning, but it turns out her best friend always calls her girlfriend. So she's like, da 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 da, whatever, girlfriend, like that. And so the note actually said, I got your back, I'm in your corner, love you, girlfriend. But she tore the love you, girlfriend off of it. So all it said was, I got your back, I'm in your corner. And she's put it in the husband's like wallet or something for the wife to find. And she was like, I know this handwriting. So she's making it seem like the best friend and the husband are like, she's the one that is having an affair with her husband that started this, her unearthing this other body. So she's just completely like, she don't know what's going on. She like tells off her best friend all these different things, and the best friend is like, what? Like, how dare you come in here and make these accusations when I've literally been in your corner this entire time? And she's like, you're in my corner making a fool out of me the whole time you over here with my man. And she's like, no, I'm not. I don't even like your husband. You know that. And she's like, mm-hmm. And the whole time you having me think you don't like him, really you all up in here giving him your panties. And she's like, I don't know what to tell you. No, I'm not. You sound ridiculous. You sound ridiculous and paranoid. So they get into this huge fight. Then she goes back. The husband's like, I want to talk to you, blah, blah, blah. And so she's like, okay, meet me at this woman's house, because she's staying with a woman who she helped when her husband divorced her, because she works at a women's shelter. So one of the women that she helped ended up like getting a huge settlement from her divorce. And now she was like, you were so nice to me when I was down on my luck. If you ever need anything, let me know. So she was like, well, now I don't have anyone I can trust. I need to stay in your house. She was like, no problem, come over. So she asked her husband to meet with her there, because she was like, I don't want you to try to kill me, because you now know that I know that you killed other girl. And so the husband is like, that's fine, whatever. And then he texts her again and is like, daughter is sick. Let's meet at your best friend's house. And she's like, oh, you're not even trying to pretend like you're not screwing my best friend no more. Cool, 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 cool. So she calls the daughter to check and see if she's really sick. The daughter is sick. And so she's like, sure, I'll meet you at the girl house. So she gets there, daughter comes in, and she's like, you shouldn't be out. You're going to get sicker. And the daughter was like, oh, I'm going to get sicker. You're such an idiot. And so she's like, where's your father? And she's like, my father is at your friend's house where you told him to be. I took his phone, texted him, told you that I was sick. So when you called me, I confirmed my own story and I deleted the message. So he thinks that he's meeting you there where you are not. Now I'm going to need you to kill yourself. The rest of that conversation proceeded to be completely deranged. Completely deranged, because the girl ain't slept in 2 years. She the day that it happened, the car slid. So when she picked up her friend, because the girl wasn't really pregnant. That was part of the game. Like, oh, just sleep with him one time and pretend like you got pregnant. So of course she was never gonna go get an abortion because she never got pregnant. So the wife was like, wait, he wasn't sleeping with her all summer. And she was like, no, I don't know, he was not. He did it one time and he was so guilty and crying and da. He would have done anything to make it go away. So I picked her from the abortion clinic and she over here talking about, I need some more money out of this. So we started arguing and I was just driving, listening to her. I didn't even know where I was going. So then when I kicked her out of the car, I just sped away. She ran back into the road, but I couldn't stop the car in time. And when I tried to, it slid and it hit her. But I was in such shock, I just kept going. So what she saw, even from the beginning, when she was like, I can't believe Mike killed that girl, when she ran into the road, he didn't even stop. So now she knows, like, well, it didn't stop because the car was already sliding and she couldn't stop. So now all this is coming up. And the girl is like, all the things that she thought her husband did to cover up, the daughter did. So she thought that her husband had made the daughter dress up in clothes like her friend, get on a plane to Texas, take the girl's phone and text her and text the girl's mom, hi mom, I'm home. Which is why the police who've been looking for her for 2 years thought that she had actually made it home. Now they're finding her body in DC. And she was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe my husband used his own daughter to dress up in that girl's clothes and get on the plane. But I was like, I did that myself. Cover my own tracks, right? And so she's like, I have not slept. And she thought that the daughter had anorexia and was like sick because she looked so gaunt and unwell. She was like, because I haven't slept in 2 years dealing with this. And when I came back, like the car didn't stop. I didn't know what to do, so I just kept driving. But then I realized what I had done. I went back and the body was just gone because the wife moved the body. And she was like, then I was completely freaking out, just waiting for someone to find it. No one ever did. I haven't slept for 2 years. And all of a sudden, the body reappears. So she was like freaking out, which is funny because the only reason the body reappeared is because you plant them panties on your dad. Had you just left it alone, it never would have come up. So the entire book is a bunch of like real shenanigans. Now, I don't know how like the daughter ended up being in jail for like 9 months and the wife went to jail for 2 years because covering a body is more of a crime than you accidentally killing someone who ran into the road. So I was like, which is what I was beginning to suspect. I was like, you're also gonna get in trouble for manipulating this body so much. Lo and behold, she did. But the husband was like, I love you. Like what I did with her was a literal one-time accident. She was trying to understand, like, if he were to kill me, what would be the benefit to him? So she tried to go and see the prenup. Their lawyer was like, oh, he recently just changed the prenup. He didn't send it to you. So she's hearing all this thinking, oh, he's trying to cut me out the deal. At the end of the book, he's like, yeah, I changed our prenup where it's not, you don't get anything anymore. It's now we're sharing everything equally. And so he's like, I've been working on this for months because I want you to know that I want this marriage to last. Like I told you that when I met you, my marriage was already over, and that is true, but I want us to last. Whereas the daughter was like, our marriage was not almost. The daughter was like, their marriage was not almost over. You broke it up. The first wife was like, no, our marriage was not almost over. Da 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 da. And whether that's true or not, the husband really believes that it was, because he was like, no, like, I don't want this to be that. I'm really trying to have a life with you. And he stayed with her through her being in jail. He visited her all the time. So I'm like, wow, what an interesting What an interesting
I
little.
mean, well, you know that she is willing to cover up a body for you. What you gonna do at that point? Like,
Hello, we're
she
in it,
literally is doing time because she thought you killed somebody.
and was cool with it.
What cool was cool with the fact that you killed somebody.
That you had an affair with, one time or not, you did it.
Right. So
So yeah,
that's the reason why you don't leave her is because she literally was gonna take that to her grave, and the only reason it came out is because she thought you cheated again.
right,
It was literally something she wasn't gonna tell nobody.
right. He took it all very well. I was like, this is so
Hey, till death do
interesting.
us part. Till death do us part. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I'm trying to think if I found out that my partner thought I killed somebody and they just roll with it, I probably not leaving that person either. I'm not gonna hold you.
Me
Like,
neither.
I ain't gonna hold you. Like, you didn't say nothing. You didn't tell the cops. You didn't go snitch. You just. I'm not leaving you. I'm not.
You
I'm
just
not.
wrote it
Where am
out.
I gonna go? Who else am I gonna find that's gonna be that down? The likelihood that I'm gonna find another person that's gonna be that down, slim to none. Slim
Lived
to none.
2 years in perfect marital bliss like nothing ever happened.
Like nothing happened. She wasn't losing no sleep over the fact that she
Surely
buried
not.
no mistress.
Mm-mm.
And the and had to have an abortion right before it. Apparently,
Right.
like no
She
type of
drove the girl to the abortion clinic. I'm like, now you
it's
talking
for no
about a
type.
ride or die.
Yeah, because baby, I would have been and got the divorce papers and been gone.
Hello.
Let alone all the extra stuff. She was like, no. She said, "Ring the alarm. I've been through this too long. I'll be."
If I see another chick on your arm,
She wasn't going nowhere.
no way. No
I just,
way.
I just want to say, did I see how much she wanted to tell us about that story? 30 minutes later.
Hey, hey, hey. The stream started 26 minutes ago. It took me about 8 minutes to finesse that you wanted to know what happened. So it wasn't really 30-minute recap. I'm standing by it.
I agree. You tell the truth. It wasn't a 30-minute recap.
There we go. All right. What are y'all reading today?
I did finish my bagel though.
Your what?
My
Your bagel. I
food
saw
got
that. It
delivered
looks
and
really
I ate the
good.
whole thing while you was giving your thing. Yeah.
I saw that. It looked good.
And I
Was
got
that, is
I
that
went over
blueberry
your
cream
notes.
cheese?
I went over your notes.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I was like, okay. I see. But it was good. Like it was only 1,200 words, so I knew like I could go in and beef it up some more. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be more words, just moving some things up in the story so the latter half can be more streamlined.
Yeah, baby.
Okay. So Shay is reading her puzzle book. I am reading Murder in the Family. I am reading, still open, Decolonizing Academic Writing Pedagogies for Multilingual Students by Suresh Kanagaraja.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That's a title.
It is. It's good. It's good. The main point that I got from it so far is for the PD that I'm about to go to at 12:30. The main thing that I got out of it was the way that we teach writing like a paper is different from the way that other cultures and languages do, and it's not only different, but it is counter to how other people write. And so when we tell them, like, for instance, telling a multilingual student who maybe is Chinese, like, okay, well, your sentences are too long and they need to be more direct. For them, the way that they're taught, or even just using Kanagaraja, because I think they're Indian. I know that they're talking about global South traditions, but I don't remember where exactly they're from. Sri Lanka.
Mm-hmm.
So Kanagaraja was like a super celebrated writer, and I actually don't know. But they come to America then and get told that, like, your sentences are too long, you're not being direct enough, da 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 da. And what they're saying is, like, it's actually in my culture, it's considered very rude to write like short, super direct sentences. Because part of the like when you're writing something, it's really a lot for the reader. Like the reader gets joy out of figuring out what you're saying. So if you're being super direct and leaving no room for interpretation, you're essentially calling your reader stupid and saying that you couldn't understand it unless I said it just this way, as opposed to making your point more circuitous, like a more, not in a more roundabout way, but like making your point more broadly before you get to like your particular argument, so that the reader can have the experience of like, oh, okay, so this, and then like it's kind of like a puzzle. Like you have to let the reader figure it out, and if you don't, it's an insult to their intelligence, which is completely counter to American style of writing, which is supposed to be linear, direct, with the thesis at the beginning, topic sentences, transitional sentences. Like there's not supposed to be room for interpretation, especially in like school assignments. Like that's where you're being taught to be direct. And so one of the things that he's basically saying is like when we're teaching multilingual students, we need to be aware of not just that they're writing in English, but that there's a different writing pedagogy in American English writing than there might be in their home tradition. And just because they're writing in English doesn't mean that they're not going to still be bringing in those pedagogies. And rather than saying that they're wrong, you need to reframe it as acknowledging first that there is a pre-existing pedagogy that is viable and valid, and that you're trying to teach a different pedagogy with different sets of values, but not doing that by telling them that the way that they write or were taught to write is wrong or inferior. So yeah, it's very interesting.
I was gonna say, I mean, you can see that in just the ways in which how like just in English, how we'll have one word, but in other languages there'll be like maybe 4 or 5 different words that mean this same thing. And depending on the context in which you use it, depends on which version of this word is actually meant. Like we are much more, which is weird because we're a bastardized language to think that we're succinct when we really aren't.
It's oversimplified is what it is.
Right. It's definitely oversimplified. And it's really funny because I remember being in a conversation with somebody who was talking about how hard it is to learn their language. And I was just like, you only think English is easier because of how widespread English is. It is the hardest language to actually learn. It is not at all easy because it is so full of everybody else's languages.
And there are no real rules. There are rules, and there's a rule breaker for every rule. They don't make sense. There's no reason.
Through though bow. Right there. Let's stop. They all in the OUGH and all make different sounds. Different sounds, there we go, right there. Like, makes no sense.
Great consonant shift and da-da-da-da. It's like, all right.
I before E, except after C, except for the word science.
And so many others. I was just like, okay, just admit that we don't really know what we're doing anymore. Just admit that it's above us now.
Right.
It's gotten on top of us.
The number of times I got sent out of class for Bologna.
Oh my gosh. Oh, English.
Told that old white lady she couldn't read.
Listen, well, there are multiple kinds of literacies.
I literally was. What sound does G make, Miss Johnson?
That's why she sent you out. She was like, "Oh, you want to get smart? What sound does that door make when it closes after you?" Yeah, that's what she said.
Sitting down at my desk in the hallway.
She was like, "All right, head on to your outside office."
Yeah. I was
to fill a yellow house.
You convince me that says baloney. I don't care what you say, Miss Johnson.
Pat, what is that one about? And also, we're going to start our first sprint because I need to finish this article. Our first sprint will take us to. We're going to do a 45 for sure. The easiest written language to me is Korean. It's phonetic and has clear rules. I don't know what I'm reading, but I know how it sounds.
Oh, that's interesting.
I need to learn Korean because the truth is, I want to go to South Korea just for a little visit. Just for a little visit, but I don't want to be one of those tourists who are like, "Can you speak English?"
Right. I definitely don't want to be that.
All right, let's do a 45. So that would be, I mean, well, shucks. Let's just go to the next 38, actually.
Okay. She said an hour sprint. Come on now.
Boom.
She said we're gonna do a marathon real quick.
We are. We are. You know, I shouldn't do that. That's not the point of a sprint. Shay, what's 45?
45 from, well, if we do it at the 40, then we'll come back at the 30.
Okay. Is it?
Yeah, because 15 minutes will take us to the hour, and then that'll leave us with 30 left.
If we do it at the 40 or the
Yeah,
45?
which is the next. If we do it at the 40, which is the next minute, if we start it right away.
At 45, though. So it'd be 35, right?
Yeah, if we started in 5 minutes from now, it'll be at the 35. Yeah, I thought you were starting it right away.
I
Sorry.
am. I think what we're realizing is I don't know how to count, but I still feel like at the 40 to the 30 is 50 minutes. So it would be at the 25. No, I'm not tripping. It
Okay,
would be
maybe.
25.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Girls, like, I don't
Okay,
think that I'm
yeah,
wrong.
yeah. Because I was doing 20 instead of 15. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Because I was doing the 45 in my head. Yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying. I was rounding it up. Yeah, I get what you're saying. My bad. You're
No,
right.
I'm just like, I know that I'm not the math one.
No, no, no. You got it. You got it. I was doing it wrong in my head. You got it. You were right. I'm wrong. You were right. I was wrong. I no
The
problem
stream
saying
will
I was
remain in
wrong.
perpetuity. Juju Island looks so nice.
That must be in Korea.
Oh, okay. Hi. Yeah, I ate breakfast, but when you get up early and eat breakfast, you're gonna have to. So
Yeah, no, because that bagel was my second thing eating because I definitely ate when I streamed earlier.
yeah, I'm gonna have to make some toast or something. I have some honey, some peanut butter, honey bread. I'm about to get into it. So let's start the sprint, and I will see y'all at the 35. Alrighty, that was our first print. We're gonna come back together for a little second and then go into another one so we can get another one out. Yeah, I think if we start at the 30, we can do the 15 and then I can peace out of here by 12:20 and be straight. Yes, Pat, I have water. All set. I made a little bit of progress in the paper. I feel like I got the main points, to be honest, but I'll keep trudging along. Make sure if you haven't already liked the stream that you do. Let me set up the next banner. How did y'all do? There's this thing happening on Audible, and I wonder if any of y'all know why. So, like, there's like podcasts popping up, and they're not podcasts like conversations, they're books. Like, people are making books into podcasts, and I think it's very cool. I wonder what started that, and if that, I mean, not even necessarily will it catch on, because as far as Audible is concerned, there's a lot of them. Am I just becoming aware of something that's been happening? Like, when did this happen? Where's this going? Where's this going? Do we all know about this? But
Are you
do
talking
you know
about
about
fictional
that?
podcasts?
I don't. It depends. What do you mean when you say fictional podcast? Because I've
Like
seen two different kinds.
podcasts that are like fiction, like they're stories being told, like they're like acted out.
Mm-hmm. Get the judgment off of your face this instant.
This is how much you don't listen to me.
I do listen to you. I know that you brought it up before. I guess I didn't understand that this is what that looked like functionally.
I
And
literally gave you lists of ones to look up, and I'll talk to you about them. Literally told you me and Dejana were writing one. This is how much you don't listen to me.
I heard you. But the one I'm listening to now, it's a book that's already out. She just made it into a podcast of her reading it. That's not what you talked about. You're annoying. I didn't do anything, and I do listen to you. And I said, I wonder when this started and where it's going.
You know that's all that what's the name's podcast is, right?
Who?
LeVar Burton's podcast.
Take a look. It's dinner or reading.
Have you seen an episode yet?
You're a mean person.
I just mean because you know the song now. Have you watched the episode yet?
I've been known the song. A part of it.
For how long? For like a couple years max?
I don't need you trying to interpret
Okay,
my
because you said
history.
I've been know the song like you knew it since childhood, like the rest of us. Stop.
Hey. Relax over there. You're getting a little judgmental. It's getting all in your throat box right now. All right?
She said, I've been knew the song. Okay, ma'am.
I have. Been new don't have no time on it. Just like 5011 could be 25 or 89.
The reading rainbow part? What's after the reading rainbow part? No, what's the start of the song?
Butterfly in the sky. That's the part I've been knowing.
Okay.
Right? Oh no, it was a take a look. Butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high. Take a. It's in the reading.
Is that all you know? This is why you
We're
keep
going into
stopping
the
at
next
that
sprint.
point?
We're running
Is
late
that
at
why
this
you know? This
point.
why you keep stopping right
We're
there?
running. We're
I
behind
was like,
schedule.
it's not that many lines. Why does she keep stopping right there? I love you.
We're gonna have to move on. That's our time. That's our time, ladies and gents.
That was so funny.
And other news, new nails.
Okay. You got gems on those?
It's just gold dots. It's
Oh, okay.
leaves and gold dots. And then
Okay.
this one, I'll text you a picture.
Okay, yeah.
These
You
are
have to put it
pumpkins.
on Twitter, but yeah.
Pumpkins.
Pumpkins?
Pumpkins, nail,
Yeah, you got
leaves.
to send me a picture because it's not coming through on the camera. I can't tell what that is. Okay.
Sweater nails again. The tips are sweater nails. And then the top, the one nail is like another sweater nail like I had last time. And then
Okay.
the two accent nails are leaves and pumpkins.
I love that for you.
Mm-hmm. I'll text you a picture. Adrian, long time. How art thou? Let me see. Yeah. Okay, I just texted you a picture or DM'd you a picture. Thank you. Falling in love with them. Get it? Because it's fall. Get it, how you know. Drop it to the flow. Drop it low, drop it low. Drop it low, drop it low. All right. We're going to go into our next sprint. How did y'all do in that one? Doing okay. Hello. Shay, did you do any reading that sprint?
Yeah, I don't know where I'm at. Hold on.
That's okay, Dana. You read a crap ton. Right. Why do you write like you're running out of time? Writing at night like you're running out of time. Every day you write like you're running out of time, like you're running out of time. Are you running out of time? How do you write like tomorrow won't survive? How do you write like you need it to survive? How do you write
Okay, I'm
every
on
second
page
you're alive? Every second
31.
you're alive. Every second you're alive.
Page 31 of the story.
Okay. They're asking me to leave. I'm doing the best I can to get the people that I need. I'm asking you to be my right hand man. And Alexander was like, but treasurer your state though. Like, am I gonna be where the money is? Because if not, go find you another broke boy. I've been trying to finish the same book for days though and get tired after reading like a chapter. As I lay on my couch, I might have to diagnose you with the slumps. Happens to the best of us. Hamilton break the skyless sisters. The what is it called? So you know Burn on the original soundtrack? The Hamilton mixtape that they did where they like remix all the songs of Hamilton as like contemporary songs without like strict Hamilton references. Some of them are really just they're still Hamilton references, just R&B artists doing them. First Burn. It's living in my head rent free. I must tell you, it's good. Your enemies whisper, so you have to scream. I know about whispers. I see how you look at my sister. That line, I was like, oh, slayed him. Slayed him. Slayed him. Anyway, now we are truly behind. We're still going to end at 11:15 because I don't have no choice in the matter. But let me know what y'all read this time around. I'm gonna get back to watching Leverage while I pretend to read and really do try to read this time. I'm fighting a good fight. That's all I can tell you. I am fighting a
Did
good
you
fight.
make it through? You didn't make it through that article, or you did?
I did not. I made it through 2 paragraphs of that article.
Okay.
But I feel like I have the gist of it. If I still didn't know what it was about, I would be. But now I'm just making my way downtown, walking fast, faces passing, I'm homebound. Staring blankly ahead, making my way down the page. But I'll read you, cause I see you, and now I wonder if I could fall into this tale. Do you think I would get book mail? Oh, cause you know I tell 1,000 tales if I could just see you tonight. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Wow. Please, you're embarrassing me. Please. Oh my
What
gosh.
time does the stream need to end for you to get to your PD on time?
12:20.
Okay.
Shay is the definition of if that hook they used to take people off stage with was a person, it'd be Shay. Shay's the hook. Let me be great. Let me be great.
So we probably can't do another 45.
We're gonna go till 15.
Okay.
Whatever the math is.
All right. That works.
Bye, y'all. Oh my gosh. Shay told me I have to go to my room.
Nah, I want you to make it to where you gotta go on time. I thought that was a musical selection.
There was no adjective there. You just said I thought it was a musical selection.
Was that not accurate though? Was it not a musical selection?
I'm leaving.
I love
I'm
you.
leaving. I will see y'all at the 15. Goodbye.
She said there was no adjective though. I love you.
In word or deed, do all in the name of the Lord. Do not in name of man or creed, do all in the name of the Lord. And we're back. Okay. How did y'all do? I got farther in the essay. And I'm glad I did because first of all, I realized I was only 5 pages in and of a 27-page article. And second, because there was like a term that I was like, ooh, that looks important. I'm glad that I kept reading to pick it up. Anything else in the last couple minutes? Anyone have any book updates they want to share, like reading updates or anything? Shay, where are you?
I think Brittany's good. It's really interesting. Um, I'm curious if the key players we think are the key players are all the key players, or if it's somebody that we don't think is a key player is the murderer. So I'm like looking to pay attention to see if I need to look at like outside clues. So, but I'm intrigued. I also am excited because by the end of the weekend, I should have like all the feedback from everybody about the short story. So I should have like enough eyes on it to really have made a good second draft. So yay! So I'm excited about it. The funny thing is like I was looking at all my short stories, and I had like 15 short stories where the beginnings are, oh my god, what's gonna happen? Oh, girl, you what? And there's no ending, and I'm like, where was I going with this? Where was I? You just started killing it, and then so yeah.
Then you were like, I'm done.
I'm done.
That's all.
And some of them was written in 2021, so you know I don't know what I was thinking. So yeah. So
Well, the good news is it's your story, so you can go and finish it however you want to, no matter what the original idea was.
right. I'm excited.
If you learned anything from me, is you can always change a little story now. If you ain't hit publish, you can change it about 11 times. Ain't nobody gonna stop you. You can. That doesn't mean you should, but you can certainly finish your story however you want that was unfinished, that you can't remember what you originally wanted the ending to be. And I think that's an important lesson for writing. There was this, I don't remember who it was. Maybe it was, man, I used to do his quotes all the time. Oscar Wilde. Maybe it was him, but maybe it was somebody else. It was this well-known writer. I can't remember who it is, but it's this well-known writer. We know his book very well, whoever it is. He had it all written down. He was on the train and he was like, this is it. This is my big thing. And something happened where the suitcase where he had the manuscript fell and dropped open and all the pages flew out the window. That's it. That's all. Goodbye. It was done. And he has to rewrite the book, but he couldn't remember all of it. And he ended up writing the story, but it was different. It was changed. It wasn't what he originally wrote because he couldn't remember it all. He just knew that what he was doing was it. So he had to let go of the idea of what it had been and just lean into rewriting it. And it's the story that we all know and love. We'll never know what story he meant to write. But that's just a good lesson that if you can get it down good, but if something should happen, you have to renegotiate the narrative. Just lean into it. That's what writers do. They write. We don't just write one story. And sometimes we don't even just write one story once the same way. Like sometimes you just have to continue to write. And that's okay. And I did not, when I heard that story initially, I was like, heart palpitations. No, never. It's not okay. And lo and behold, hashtag First Fantasy was like, I'm going to learn you something. And it's okay. It is okay. Settle down into the story and just finish it. It could be 100 different ways, but it's this way for now. And we're just going to take it as far as it'll go. And to the fire, to the limit, to the wall. For a chance to be with you, I gladly risk it all. To the fire, to the limit, come what may. I don't remember the rest of it. For the chance to be with you, I give it all away. Right down to the fire. Right? No, right down to the wire. Even through the fire.
On that note, I also like that Taylor is still on The Voice and she made it through this week. I was watching on Tuesday at my best friend's house and I saw that the old dude got picked, but I was like, no, we're not leaving until somebody saves Taylor. Somebody is going to save Taylor. Somebody better save Taylor, and somebody saved Taylor. And I was like, shout out Oklahoma! And yeah, and then we went to go do what we was gonna do, but we had to wait until that moment happened. So
period.
Shout out Taylor.
Do y'all remember Taylor being on my channel? She said, that video gonna blow up. Hey, listen. The Voice champion, Taylor Deneen, on my small little YouTube channel singing about titles, playing a word association game. Oh my.
I love it.
I'm so happy for her. Her voice is freaking amazing. She was my voice coach for like 8 months. Fun stuff. I'm so happy for her. She's amazing. We're eating buffalo chicken pizza and Wisconsin cheese curds. What a combination. What a combination. Okay, I must away.
Yeah, you definitely got it.
Thank you very much for everyone joining to the Friday Few. Woody woo! And y'all have a great weekend. Like this video, drink water. If you're going out in large crowds, 'tis the season to wear a mask. I'm sorry, but we're here again. I'm sorry. We are. So have a great weekend. Shay, any announcements?
See y'all Tuesday, 5:30 Eastern. Is that the time? Yeah. Is that the time?
Oh, mercy. Is it on my channel?
It's on my channel, but the time.
Okay. 5:30 Eastern. Yes. Wait, my time you mean?
Yeah. Yes.
You know what? I'm actually going to be in Arkansas on Tuesday, so we can do it. We can do it Central Time.
Okay, so 5:30 Central then.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 5:30 Central. Writerly Conversation episode 10. Yeah, 10 on my channel. So make sure y'all come over there and catch us over there. You should see the premiere by Sunday. So yeah. All right, y'all.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.